Corn and corn growers have long played an important role in the beef industry. Here to talk more about this partnership is Troy Schneider, a corn grower and cattle producer in Colorado, who also serves on the board of the National Corn Growers Association. Troy, it's good to see you here in Orlando, a couple of Colorado guys.
It's good to be here.
So as we mentioned, there's a real symbiotic relationship that exists between corn and cattle. Talk a little bit about that relationship.
Well, it goes fairly deep for the simple reason, go back home to eastern Colorado, western Kansas, we have that gift from the good Lord, that prairie grass out there that we run cattle on, and we put those cattle into the feedlot. We feed the corn that we grow there locally around the region, and we make a product, a good protein product, and we create jobs. We create an economy for our local areas and put kids in school. And so it does, like Don Schiefelbein always said, it goes hand in glove.
Yes.
It goes deep there. So it is very important to us, and we're glad to be here at the National Cattlemen's Beef Association trade show and the cattle convention.
And we're glad to have you. And in fact, you and some of the other fellow members of NCGA have actually done a learning lounge at CattleCon. Tell us a little bit about what your message was in that educational session.
We looked into the new and exciting things, the opportunities, not only for corn farmers, but also for the beef industry and how the two are tied together. We moved into our sustainability goals there at the National Corn Growers at NCGA. We set those back in 2020. Those goals are for 2020 or 2030. Okay. And those goals are reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, the reduction in water use, reduction in how many acres it takes to produce corn. Yeah. And we're sitting here this year with a record corn crop of 177 bushel an acre, and that's going to continue to grow and increase. So we have to work on our end, and that message there in the Learning Lounge was we have to work with our beef partners and other animal protein partners to help make sure that you guys have a profitable product on your end so we can have a profitable product on our end.
I appreciate you bringing up the issue of sustainability because, of course, it's very important in the beef industry. Tell us about some of the things you've already done in your industry to improve the sustainability of corn production.
I mentioned the sustainability goals that we set in 2020. We look back from 1980 to 2015, and it's a 41% decrease in the amount of land it takes to produce a bushel of corn. It's, I think, around 13 or 14% reduction in the amount of water it takes to produce a bushel of corn. So it's all those things. It's no different than in the cattle industry. We're producing more beef per animal than we ever have before. So it's that same message goes back and forth there.
We also talk a lot on this show about exports, and I know exports are very important both to the beef industry but also to the corn industry. What are you doing as corn growers to enhance either or both beef and corn exports?
Well, I think the first thing that your listeners need to know about is when it comes to those beef exports and our corn exports, we need the support of MAP and FMD. So MAP is Market Access Development and FMD is Foreign Market Development. Those two items come with the Farm Bill, and they need to be increased. So our partners at the United States Meat Export Federation, our partners at the U.S. Grains Council, they leverage that money and take our message across the seas to promote all of our products. And so that's one thing we're doing there. The other thing is we just have to have good, sound policy in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, we need new trade agreements. We have to have, that in place, and that needs to move forward.
Fantastic. This is very, very insightful, and we appreciate the strong partnership that exists between NCGA and the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Thanks for coming to our show.
All right. Thank you very much.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about our friends at the National Corn Growers Association, just visit their website at ncga.com.